So the SSC CGL examination is going on with full swing, and in the last two shifts we have understood that the high expectations, I will not reveal anything about the paper, but just a brief thing that the high expectation which we were having from the logical reasoning section have yet again come down crashing. So all the practice which we did for all the extra topics which they had given us as a glimpse was almost up for no use. But still, don't be disheartened. Maybe in future we might see such questions, but today what I'll do is we'll focus more on the type of questions which can be asked. Okay, so I'm not predicting anything, I'm not saying anything, but whatever has been observed in the last 2 days, we can understand that it was a regular, normal, very easy, basic reasoning section only. So we'll practice questions which are of the old pattern only, but slightly different. Okay, so that's what this mock is all about today. So let's start 20 questions. Okay, of a mixed approach. You can start putting the answers in the chat box right away. Now in a gathering, 7 members are sitting in a row facing the north. Okay, so 7 members facing the north. Only 2 people sit to the left of E, so this is E. F sits to the immediate right of E, this is F. C sits to the immediate left of B, wherever that may be. D is not sitting in the extreme end of the row, so D is definitely not here. G sits at the extreme left end of the row, perfect, G is sitting here. Now, okay, neither A nor D is the immediate neighbor of the person placed exactly in the middle of the row. Who is in the middle of the row? F. So neither A nor D is here. Now there are a lot of options for, so how many people are left to be seated? A, D, C and B, right? And C and B are sitting together. That means C and B have to sit here. There is no other option for them to sit. Now D is not sitting here. So D has to sit here and A has to sit here. That's the only option which they have, right? So find the person who sits at the extreme right end of the row. It has to be option A. Now again, try to understand what I am doing here. Okay, the objective is that basic simple level questions have been asked in reasoning. So let's practice that, right? Next. Simple ranking based question. In a row of certain students, Asha is sitting at 532 from the right and 462 from the left. What are the total number of people? Just add and subtract 1. So rather than that, just take the unit digit. 2 plus 2, 4 minus 1 is 3. So unit digit will have 3, that is 993. Option D is the correct answer. Okay. Next. Soumya is 17th from the left end and 13th from to the right of Kiran, who is 37th from the right end. See, Soumya is 17th from the left end and 13th to the right of Kiran, who is 37th from the right end. Kiran is 37th from the right end and Soumya is 13th to the right of Kiran. Okay, so that means Kiran is here. And if I add 13, I'll get Soumya to her right only. This is Kiran. Okay. If all of them are facing north, find the total number of people in the group. So that means if she is 13th from the right to Kiran, so her rank is 17th, her rank is 37th, and there are 12 people between them, no? There are 12 people between them, isn't it? So I will say 37 plus 17 minus the total minus 2 is equal to 12. Let's try it out if we are going correct or not. So this is 54 minus t minus 2 is equal to 12. So t is equal to 54 minus 12 minus 2, which is 54 minus 14, which is 40. Option B is the right answer. Okay. Be careful. This is the rule where you find the number of people between two people if they are overlapping each other. Now, how do I know they are overlapping? Because of the placement of her being at the right of the other person. That's only possible if the other person from the back is overlapping her. Okay, next. Yes, Monica Sharma, very good beta. Okay, BLOCK is written as ELUCT. Like we can see L and C are the same only, they are not changing. Okay, similarly FL, L and N are same, they are not changing. So alternate, they are not changing, is it? Yes, right. So H and L will not change. Second has to be H, this is gone, and L. So this we have now. So first letter will give us our answers. What is the logic? This is 2, this is 5. Plus 3, 15 and 21 plus 6 and 11 and 20 plus 9 plus 3, 6, 9. Okay, flank again plus 3, yes. 1 plus 6 is 7, yes. And 11 plus 9 is 20, absolutely right. So we are just adding 3, 6, 9 here. So we'll add 3 to W, that is Z. So option B will be the correct answer. Okay, cool. Next. Correct combination of mathematical signs which will balance the given equation. So let's look at the division sign only. Division, here we have division twice, so just put it in the end first. 18 divided by 9 makes sense. Okay, so let's check that out. So this is 2. But even if I do that, 181 multiplied by 7 is too large, never going to go to 120, this is gone. 181 minus 7 into 9 is 63 plus 2. 63 plus 2, this can be possible, right? 7 into 9, this is minus 63 plus 2. So 181 plus 2 is 183, minus 63 is 120. Option B is the right answer. Okay, why did we pick up these two options first? Because the division was at the same place here. So most probably we may have an answer of one of these. Okay, next. Now, P is not equal to D. Okay, don't get confused by not equal to. Not equal to means this can be greater, less. Okay, but equal to will not be there. Now, this is not related only, no? So I cannot draw any relationship between P and D. Whether it is greater, whether it is small, whether it is equal. If it is greater, it is not equal. If it is small, it is not equal. Or otherwise, it is equal. I cannot draw any relationship. A lot of people, what they do here is they make a mistake. They have never seen questions with not equal to. Technically, they don't give you questions with not equal to. If at all they do, you just have to figure out that if I have 3 possibilities between, let's say, P and D. Either P will be greater, P will be less, or P will be equal to, right? So if I combine these two, it's nothing but not equal to. It can be either greater or less. So it will be not equal to in both cases. But that is also a relationship. I can guarantee say something that they are not equal. Here, because of this relation, I cannot confirm any relationship between P and D. So this will be incorrect. And T equal to A, again same problem. Also, will I be able to relate them anyhow? Let's check. So P less than equal to R greater than S, not equal to D, greater than T, less than equal to B, greater than A. No, I think they are two different entities altogether. So none of the conclusions follow. Option A is the right answer. It's that simple. Just to confuse you and eat up your time, they will slightly do this with you. Otherwise, it's easy only. All books are purses. All yellow are purses. Some papers are yellow. Okay, some bags are yellow, not at all. Some purses are papers, absolutely right. So only conclusion 2 follows. Option B is the right answer. If you are following the pattern of your previous year questions, because see, yesterday was too soon to identify something, but today also these are the inputs which could have been figured out. Nobody has given us any topics, neither have we asked them. We are not putting any student into trouble, but a general idea is what is floating around, that overall paper, except for one particular section maybe, is at par your previous year papers only. Not exact same questions, but everything is on the same lines. And image based questions we are not, so far nobody has found in any reasoning section. So you can be relaxed about that. Okay. Diksha walks 20 meters towards the south, turns left and walks 30 meters, after which she turns right and walks 30 meters. Again she turns right and walks 30 meters, after which she takes a final right turn and walks 20 meters. How far is she from the starting point? See, 20 and 10. She's 30 meters far from the starting point. Option C. Easy. Next. Chisel, rake, sickle, shovel. Now, technically, I'll tell you what are all these. Chisel is something like, a wedge of this sort connected to a handle used to carve wood. Okay. So usually used by a carpenter to carve wood. Rake is something like this. Okay. Used to lightly plow a garden and collect dried leaves. Okay, this is often also folded like this. And sickle again is something like this. This is a handle here, and this is a very sharp edge used in gardening. Where is it used, if you want to ask me, though that is not important for you. You breathe air into the plant, so you just disturb the soil around it, the top layer, so that air particles open up and the passages open up and the air can seep in inside the ground. And it also helps for breeding of bacteria and other organisms, microorganisms, which will help the plant to grow. So that sickle actually help for that. Also some people just sow seeds with this help. And shovel is again used to dig around in the something of that sort. Something of that sort. Also used in gardening for digging and moving soil. So what is the idea which you are getting now? The idea which you are getting is that these three are related to gardening. This is a different unit. So option A is the odd one out. Problem is, if you will not know about the tools, then it is useless. You will not be able to figure it out. So Veer is the brother of Rohan and Hari. Veer is the brother of Rohan and Hari, but we don't know what is Rohan and Hari, whether they are males or not. Rita is Hari's mother. So, okay. Rita is Hari's mother. Ram is Rohan's father. How is Veer related to Ram? Son. Son, option D. Easy. Bureau is written as this, number is written as this. So how do we identify? We'll see that these letters are the same as here. So they are just shuffling. Okay. B-U-R-E-A-U. Just divide, flip, flip. Divide, flip, flip. Number, N-U-M-B-E-R. So divide, flip, flip. So this is T-E-D-T-C-E. T-E-D-T-C-E. Option B is the right answer. (51), 54, 59, 75, 86. Let's try this. Plus 3, plus 5, and this is plus 11. Now 3, 5, 7, 11. That would have been prime numbers, but that's not it. But if I go like this, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, this makes odd numbers. That makes sense. So 59 plus 7, any which ways, will give me how much? 66, and 66 plus 9 is 75. Fits the bill. So 66 is the correct answer. So the only problem is whether in choosing prime numbers or odd numbers to figure out what is going to be the correct answer. Next. Just look at the numbers. Numbers are special numbers. The numbers are special numbers. So you'll try to find differences here in the first go, but if you observe, this is 2 cube minus 1. This is 3 cube minus 1. This is 5 cube minus 1. 6 cube minus 1. And 7 cube minus 1. So what is this going to be? 4 cube minus 1, which is 63. Option B is the right answer. Okay. Yes, correct, Vacha. Very good. These are the kind of questions we are expecting now. I don't want to say anything, but I am saying a lot of things. So hopefully you understand. 8 friends sit around a circular table. Okay. Always in a balance. All of them facing the center. Perfect. Only 3 people sit between F and E. E sits second to the right of G. So let this be G. So E is second to the right of G. B is immediate neighbor of E but not D. Okay. 3 people sit between F and E. So if this is E, 3 and 3, F is here. C sits third to the left of D. A sits second to the right of B. H and C are not immediate neighbors of each other. Who is sitting between D and H? When counted from the right of D. Okay, now we'll have to read again. Something we are missing on. B is immediate neighbor of E but not D. C sits third to the left of D. So if D was here, 1, 2, 3, not possible. D was here, 1, 2, 3, this is possible. But then B cannot sit here. So D is also not here, definitely not here. If D was here, 1, 2, 3, not possible. So D had to be here for 1, 2, 3, C to be sitting here. Now B is not a neighbor of D, but he is a bigger neighbor of E. So B can be any of the places. Okay. C sits third to the left of D. We have already arranged that. A sits second to the right of B. Now if this is B, A can sit here, A can sit here also, not a problem. So that is also taken care of. H and C are not immediate neighbors. Okay, so H is not here. So if A sits here, so that means A has to sit here, so that B sits here, so that H can sit here, right? Cool. Everything taken care of. Now, who is sitting between D and H when counted from the right of D? So it's G, I think. Option D is the right answer. Cool. Nice question. Cute question. Next. How many such symbols are there in the following string, each of which is exactly preceded by a letter but not followed by a number? You need to find out symbols which are there in the following string, each of which is exactly preceded by a letter but not followed by a number. So you need to find out a combination of letter and symbol which should not be followed by a number. Okay. Letter symbol. Look for letter symbol. So letter, no. Letter symbol, number, no number. Yes, good. Letter symbol, letter, cool. Letter symbol, number, no. So how many there? 2. Option A is the right answer. Okay. Very good. How many such letters are there in the following string, each of which is followed by a number? How many such letters are there in the following string, each of which is followed by a number? That's what we are looking for. So only letter number. Letter number, letter number, letter number, letter number, letter number, letter number, letter number. How many? 7. Option A. Easy? No, bacha, you missed one. Okay. Okay. D, E, F, G. Everything starting with G, useless. Last letter is different, no? We'll pick that up. So H, 8 plus 3, K plus 3, 14 plus 3, 17. So it will end in a Q. Option B is the right answer. Okay. Observe the options. That will save a lot of your time. What is the approximate value of the following expression? Now there can be 2 approaches to this actually. Okay, we can approximate each one of them to the nearest one. So this is 198.98. So we'll make it 199 minus 98.89, again 99 plus 10 plus 9 minus, we'll make it 2 plus 9. Okay, now find the approximate value. So 99 plus 10 is 109. So 199 minus 109 plus 9 minus 2 plus 9. So add these 3 and add these 2. 199, 9 plus 9, 18. 209, 217, right? 109, 111. So this is 601, 106. Option B. Okay. So approximate and then find out. This is what the best approach is. You can do another approximation, which is rather than making it 199, you make it 200. Okay. So you keep changing like this. You make it 100, you make it 10. But in that case also, you roughly land somewhere in this region. Cool. Stop, seize, start. So stop and seize are synonyms. So for start, what else can I use as a synonym? Setup, endeavor, end, commence. Commence, I think option D is the right answer. Okay. Now this is a very easy question. And that's the last question for today. Simple. Actually, I've deleted all the extra portion, all the difficult questions, on all extra things I deleted only. I removed altogether. And hence, there were 5 more questions actually. 2 from your ethical dilemma, 1 was for critical reasoning, 1 was from input output. Okay, good questions. We could have, so seeing all of them as a mix, you would have felt that okay, yeah, this seems to be a legit practice session. But anyways, I've removed those. So you can take this down as a homework question. Simple, easy question. Put the answers in the chat box, right? And I'll keep seeing, I'll not lie to you, I'll keep looking at the trends, okay? Not the exact topics, but the general trends. And accordingly, I will tweak the practice sessions which we are going to be conducted over the next week. Okay. If required, I'll start adding the new questions again so that you are ready with whatever may come your way. Thank you so much for joining live, guys. The agenda of the session has been done. We have practiced simple 20 questions today. All the best for your upcoming examinations if yet, and don't panic, don't worry. Even if there are disruptions which are happening around in the centers, something or the other is being done to take care of that. So don't lose hope, be positive and focus on what you can, not on what should and what should not happen. That is a separate story altogether. Thank you so much for joining live. Bye-bye. Namaskar. Jai Hind.